Hey, Thiago. You guys can sit anywhere. I don't care.
Okay, no worries. Maybe we'll squeeze it. Yeah. We'll see. Uber Anonymous. Is this where we write like all of our
8 p.m. to 4 a.m. People troll me. They tell the truth in there. All kinds of shit.
Is this like the burn book?
That's the third. That's the third one.
Yeah. No, that's what she
Yeah.
was telling me that
Oh my
too.
God.
I was like, all right, this is
Welcome
absurd.
to Volume 3, fuckers.
So,
Oh wow.
but all right.
Oh, this is. I feel like this is so entertaining.
It is. It's awesome. 31 minutes. Chargers here. If you knew.
Some of these seem very much all over the place.
Yeah.
I feel like people are a lot more high than I can.
Yeah.
Listen, you guys are going out
Well,
now.
I was just
Right,
worried.
we're
You guys
and
gonna,
then, like,
you're
in
gonna
my
be
head,
different
I was
at
like,
4 a.m.
first off,
I'm sure.
if they're gonna stumble upon something traumatic, like
I drive all the
rather
way till
it not be
4:30-ish.
Brittany.
Oh, so you get all the fun,
Oh,
messy
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
So
I'm
that's
here for
what
the
I
wreck
just
shit.
felt better
Good for you.
doing that way.
I would probably gonna do it too.
Yeah, dude. The first few months,
Well,
I was gonna quit so fucking bad.
Yeah, but I feel like afterwards you accept it for what it is. You're
Yeah.
just like, you know, it is.
Like a bartender. You think
Right.
bartenders
No.
when they first start like serving us? No.
No.
You know, but then it's just their job afterwards.
So.
I've grown
I'm
to
just-
really love it now. So
I know.
plus the collection of everyone else's lives is
Right.
way more entertaining
Yeah,
than
but
mine's
she
ever been.
won't
Like
even-
the conglomerate of it all. Usually people are just regular people, you know, with stories. But sometimes I get like a
Yeah.
special
Yeah.
person or whatever.
Yeah.
So today was the main
No, she
producer.
didn't say
of the
that,
Jersey
but
Shore
you could hear her
today.
snoring.
Look at that.
So
Her
he
friends were, like,
looked
telling
some
her, "Oh, sit
regular,
down,
I mean, his
sit
house
down.
looked huge,
Oh,
but
we'll
he
take
looked
care
like
of
a
it."
regular dude. Most people, I'm sure I've gotten important people in the car and I had no idea that they were important people.
Yeah. No, they already told. The cops told her.
Eu nem falei muito.
Oh, okay.
Ela não
Yeah.
gente fina.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Ela
Yep,
queria
bye.
falar com vocês, mas parecia, mas ele tava frito que não conseguia nem falar.
Why are my family so problematic?
I don't know.
Oh, that's right. I never got you guys' names. Who's Thiago?
Yeah, I'm Thiago.
That's Thiago? Okay.
Kenny.
Kenny?
I'm Derek.
Derek, my name's
Yeah.
Carmelo. Nice to meet you guys.
Carmelo, nice to meet you.
I'm
man.
Carmelo. I knew you were Carmelo from your burn book back here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Referred to by
So
your
wait,
name.
this is the third bird book you said?
Show him if you want.
Wonderful.
People talking
People
all
are
this
like
shit.
telling their entire life stories. There.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
dude, yeah, it's
the-
kind of like
The coolest part about Uber, at least for me driving this shift,
Mhm.
is first off, people do not see me as like a person. They just see me as like a
Yeah.
part of the experience. These fucking people tell me
Everything.
everything. So, like yesterday, I don't understand why people talk about this shit. This single girl's walking up, pretty good looking girl. She looks like she just got thrashed though. So she's getting in the car. Right off the rip, she tells me this crazy story of how, you know, she's been best friends with this guy for so long. She just fucked him, and I'm taking her back to her boyfriend so she can fuck him to see who is the better fucker.
Stop!
And
What?
then, and
What a
then she
troubled
says,
person.
she says, I'm just a little, you know, she's like, do you think it's bad if I haven't showered? I'm like,
Ugh.
please don't do that to that. You know,
Don't do it to the, like,
none of
that
it's my
kind.
I
business.
like that you were honest though.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, no, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, don't, like, I mean, you do what you want to do with your life. I'm not in that business, you know.
But, like-
But don't sweat on, don't put someone else's sweat on. Don't do that.
Absolutely.
It's so
Also,
dangerous
so-
to get a booty call nowadays.
Huh?
It's so dangerous to get a booty call
Bro,
nowadays.
first off, I'm 37, so these babies and whatnot, they're not for me. But they don't give a fuck. They don't care.
Oh,
so
no.
just yesterday alone, I get that it was Cinco de Mayo, but I had one girl get in within 30. She's with 4 girls.
Mhm.
Girl gets in right here where Derek's sitting, and she looks at me. I can tell she's staring like right at the side of my head, and she looks at me and she goes, "How far do you live from here?" I'm like, "Why?" She goes, "You could definitely be my regular." That's how quick that was.
Wow.
So I had another girl that I was picking up from Soho. Well, it wasn't a girl. It said
Yeah.
Brian. So I pull up. It's a little Barbie. I see her phone. Like it's what do you call it? Location services on.
Yeah.
So I can see that that's Brian. And I don't. These days, I don't want to like be like, you're not a Brian.
Right.
So I just asked. You know, I said I'm trying to pick up Brian. She goes, yeah. That's me. That's the guy that's. So she gets in the car. She tells me that I was like, I don't know how it came up, but she said Brian's not her boyfriend. It's just the booty call. This is end of night, you know Soho. Everybody's got to go home with someone, so they call up the, whoever. Brian's basically paying for her Uber, and she tells me that that's just the guy that she's going over to. She's like, can can you just take me back to your place? I'd rather go home with you. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. That's how easy it is. So I'm not a catch and release kind of guy. It is what it is. But I have met ex-Ubers that drive for Uber for
Just
that.
to fuck people.
Getting 2 in a row, that's not every day.
Right.
It's not every day. But my confidence level is through the fucking roof because it happens so often. Guys, girls, whatever.
Yeah.
I've had so many friends. Well, we've had one friend who's hooked up with multiple Uber drivers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, it's so fucking dirty. It's crazy. I had a really cool ride. I didn't realize it was this ride for later, but in that book, well, not that one, the one that was stolen, number 2.
Oh no.
Somebody wrote in there. They said the Uber driver let me fuck my girlfriend in the back of the car for $100. So ever since then, people started asking me.
Can we fuck
Yeah.
back of the car?
and so I had to write in there that's bullshit. That didn't happen. Then people stopped asking me. I was telling this story to a couple, I'm gonna be stereotypical, but like a church couple. And I'm like, why would somebody even want to do that? And they go, we do that. I'm like, what do you mean you do that? They're like, we pay to fuck in the back
The
of Ubers.
church people are the most swingy.
They are the
people.
And
swingers.
I was like, wait a
They
minute.
totally
I
are
was
the
like,
swingers.
I was like, wait a minute. How many do you ask? They're like, almost everyone. I'm like, how many say yes? They're like, at least half.
Yes.
I'm like, at least half of the Ubers let you. I'm like, why do you guys want to do it though?
They want to feel,
valid, yeah.
when they don't have their kids with them.
Yeah.
Got a head and
Wow, that's a good point. Yeah, I'll tell you what. There's lots of things that I have learned out here in Uber.
Oh, I'm sure.
And guys and girls are different. Like here's one thing that to me is crazy. Girls have no game. At least in
No, they don't.
teens, 20s. They do not know how to flirt. They can ask for it, like the examples I gave
Right.
you, but they don't like impress. They don't flirt. They
Yeah.
don't. Bro, I got swooned like 6 months ago. It's the only time in 4 years that a girl's actually got me going. These girls, when they flirt with me, they do not know how to take no for an answer. There's nothing I can do. I can't say I'm taken. I can't say they cannot take no for an answer. When I say no thanks, and I'm nice about it, I'll get reported on, and it's happened 3 times. So
Oh,
now,
they report you and they
fuck yeah.
deny them?
Yeah, because I deny them, and it doesn't. I have a dash camera, but Uber doesn't give a fuck. It's the customer's word over mine. So
Even if you had the dash camera,
it
like,
doesn't-
here's the video.
It does not matter. I've given them the video, and then they make me watch an anti-harassment video. I'm like, this bitch just climbed on my fucking lap, and I told her no, I had a girlfriend, and I gotta watch a fucking video.
Because she got mad because you said no to her. She's
Exactly.
Like, what do you mean you said no to me? I'm the
So
fucking best
right.
fucking thing ever.
So what I do is I pretend that I'm just gonna after my shift at 4 a.m. I'm gonna come bang them out. They don't remember me anyway. So
Yeah.
I give them my Uber number, which is a fake fucking number, like the number I texted you on. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Like it's-
That's a
it
fake.
goes through-
Yeah. But the other side is like guys, like gay guys. It is so funny to me how straightforward gay guys are. And when you tell them no, it's over. It's squashed. Like they'll get in the car and be like, "Can I suck your dick?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Okay."
Okay.
Anyway, so what happened?
Because there's so much dick
It's-
to go around.
it's
like,
so
like
funny
you
to
say
me.
no, but 10 minutes later there's gonna be some.
I know,
You'll
know.
be like, okay, yes.
So it is so funny to me. Here, I'll tell you this. One time this gay dude assaulted me. It's the only time
Oh,
that it's
no.
ever happened.
Aw.
So it scared the fuck out of me at the time. He was definitely bigger than me. I get this guy. I don't remember what bar, but it's like it was a gay bar where there's just one bar, like nothing else around. I forget where it was. I pick him up. He's kissing on this dude. He gets in the car. He is smashed. He's fucking hosed. I can see that he's looking at me. I mean, you can see when somebody's looking at you. You know?
Right.
He starts to like flirt, like, "Hey, have you ever been to Cabo? I'd love to take you to Cabo." Like, and I'm like, "No, I'm
He's
cool."
a daddy.
Like,
Oh, if he's gonna offer me to Cabo, I'm down to go to Cabo. Just not suck your
so,
dick, dude.
So it is like I'm as straight as can be, but it is flattering,
Right.
And it's nice. So and I say the same thing to the guys I'm not interested in as I do the girls I'm not interested in.
Right.
I'm like, "Oh, it's very sweet. No, I'm really trying to work, blah blah blah." So he's still trying to like throughout his story like give me little hints and whatnot, and he's being nice about it. He's it's whatever. He's not stopping though. Like this is the only gay dude that has acted like the girls where they don't take no for an answer. It's clearly very selfish. Like, "Oh, why aren't you interested in me?" I'm like, "I'm straight." "Well, have you tried?" It's like, when you're with somebody, don't you want them to want you?
It's probably some dude who has all this money and everyone else is like never
I
said
feel like
no
it's
to him.
10K and then you can watch me. I'll send you a video.
So at the time I had rings on my right hand. He is getting ready to get out of the car. He's not getting out of my car, but he's
Yeah.
like saying his last couple of things. And I'm all right with it. He's sitting where you were sitting, back right. He's like, let me shake your hand. And I was like, all right. I mean, he's just shaking my hand. So I reach back and he shakes my hand and he starts pulling my hand towards him to try to kiss my hand. So I pull back and then he gets his second hand on my bicep, starts wrenching back, and he starts saying, "Come here." So I'm trying to pull away. I'm from my fucking back.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a UFC fighter. I can do something, but I'm fighting for my back. And as soon as I grabbed one of his arms, he let go his left arm and grabbed my left shoulder. So now he's got me pinned with some of his fingers like on my neck.
Oh shit.
So his face is right here, my hand is right here. So I was able to pull my hand back and like literally whap him in the teeth with my rings a couple of times. He let me go. He didn't see this, but I had a knife on my waist, so I pulled my knife ready for him, and he holds his mouth and he goes, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go now.
Yeah.
And then he goes.
Punch. But he probably does this with also guys all the time, whether they're gay or straight.
So he got banned.
Yeah, good.
Good.
He should fucking get banned.
2 months later, I got him again
Oh my God.
under his wife's account.
What?
I picked him up from another gay club, kissing on another dude.
Don't you love the nightlife?
He was hosed as fuck. As soon as he got in,
He got out?
no, he didn't. He never recognized me. So now I was kind of scared that he would remember me. By the time I recognized him, it was like,
Yeah.
fuck. Like if he didn't want to get out of the car before. Now this time he's not flirting with me. He's barely holding it together. I know it's him. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
I get his name because it's like 80
Yeah.
or some shit. It's him. So I told him, he's like, yeah, some gay dudes are too aggressive, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I can't believe this dude's the one telling me this.
Of course.
So
that's
I
funny.
told him his story, the story I just told you guys.
Yeah.
And he is commenting, like, what a fucking asshole. Good, you hit him in the mouth. Good, stupid ass. Like, I'm like, wait a minute.
Whoa.
Which time was he more drunk? I literally had to go back home and watch that video plus the video that I turned into Uber
To make sure.
to make fucking sure, because
you're
now
not crazy.
my mind is blown, dude. I'm like, what? Am I wrong? What is?
But see, with these older guys like that are just so closeted and they can't say
Yeah.
shit. So then they're
and like even when we like being gay go to like gay clubs, sometimes we're treated
mind if
like
I get
pieces
the
of
blue?
meat
No, go for it,
like
I'm sorry.
all the time. Like we're treated like pieces of meat, just like girls are.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing better than like a guy going to a gay club and figuring out like it seems
Sorry.
what
No, you're
girls
good,
have to deal with all the time.
You're like
So I
me.
told my boss to not
I-
send me to gay club.
Pound too many of those.
Remember when I did a camp?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's the only time that a gay guy's done that, and I've had to have like
Yeah.
50 offers. Like granted, I'm not like a prize or anything, but when you guys go home with nobody, I'm last up the bat. I get it. So I mean, I get a lot of offers based on that,
Yeah.
but that was the only negative experience that I had with a gay dude.
Well, and you're also very sociable, and oftentimes people confuse like
Sorry again, I
sociability
just-
with like interest. Some
Yeah,
type
that's-
of, like sexual interest.
That's a big thing, right?
That's
like,
built
you
by
talk
Uber,
to someone.
Like I wasn't
Yeah.
this guy 4 years ago. Like I liked who I was, 4 years ago. But I'm like in love with who I am now, based on the people that I've met. Dude, I'm way more open-minded than I was before. I mean, it's probably obvious, but you like the people that you choose to like. The people you don't like, you don't know them because you don't like them.
Right.
I'm forced into this kind of thing. So
Yeah, you become more open-minded.
yeah. So like I've never been uncomfortable with gay or lesbian, but I have been uncomfortable with like trans and shit like that.
Yeah.
So because I fucking have to be around it, it's just people,
Yeah.
and I've never like been judgmental against anybody, but I fucking love my mindset now.
Right.
Where before I wouldn't even care about people's interests based on a few things that I know, where now that doesn't matter. I've had extreme connections with people and then found out that they're an escort, which I'm personally against from like a dating standpoint.
Sure.
But because I got to know them, that other thing didn't matter. And then the reverse has happened.
Yeah.
I've met gangbangers that, my old self would be like that. But then talking to them, they're just real people. We're all fucking people. We're all broken in our own ways, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a fucking ride. I got assaulted by one girl too. She was 28, hot, wanted birthday sex. I wasn't about that. I mean, if you want to fuck me after knowing me for 5 minutes, I don't want that. That's not something I'm into. She tried to climb onto my lap while we were driving, and I think it was accidentally shifted my car in a park while we were driving. And she just couldn't.
You're probably unique in that regard. 'Cause I feel like most like guys, if they're single, they would be fucking slaying pussy left and
Yeah.
right in
Yeah.
in their Uber. If they had girls,
Yes.
like bouncing on them.
Yes. So, well,
I mean, regardless of if the girl's hot or not.
Okay,
Mhm.
so
People are just horny as
before,
fuck.
I know.
But see,
and-
that's the interesting thing, because even our friend was telling us, the Uber driver literally looked him in the eye and was like, do you want to suck my dick? I feel like it's interesting that you're not taking any advantage of it or
so, okay,
Good for
so
you. It's good
yeah.
that you're not a whore. I mean,
Well, exactly.
a while ago,
we are whores, so,
so
that's why
I
we're
have
like-
I have always,
Whores get paid, we're sluts.
even since I was a kid, like even
yeah.
since I was when I was 16, I remember some of my friends talking about fucking girls, and you know, before clapping cheeks was like a saying,
Right.
and but that's what they would like to do. I wasn't. I was always a lover. I mean not always. Once I'm with you, then I'll hurt you. Like once we're together,
Yeah.
then we can, you know, get into shit. But I like the slow romantic, you know, I'm amazing at vanilla. Let me say it that way.
I like
So,
that.
but it's
You
always
should put that on like your Tinder profile.
that's been my mentality to be that way. I cannot separate my body from my heart. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it. It's fucking painful
for
for
you.
me.
No,
so
good for
not
you.
good for me, dude. You know, I want to fuck all these girls, but I
Right.
know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I know how it's gonna affect me in the chest.
Totally.
You know, so I cannot do it.
But I feel like a lot of people are just like big like whores because you know they're lonely and that's how they get like validation or whatever. So if you
Sure.
don't need that, so good for you.
Well,
you know.
When I'm in a relationship, it is not unusual for me and my girl to have sex 2 to 5 times a day. When I'm not in a relationship, I just don't need it. Like I want it. If there's a girl that wants to be a regular and she's
As long
only
as
with
she's not
me,
your Uber client at like 5 a.m.
I did that once and that did not turn out well. So
It's
but-
messy. I mean, nothing at 4 a.m. is good for anybody,
True.
honestly.
The-
I know.
nothing after, honestly, midnight really even gets a little messy.
Now I drive, you know, 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. Thursday
Yeah.
through Sunday. You can imagine that it gets off the rails a lot. Not every person is a good vibe, but in my opinion, if you want to see the vibe, you have to be the vibe. I can't make it happen. I can only, you know, do my part.
Right.
But a good vibe is what I do this for. It's what I love Uber for. You guys are my first good vibe of the night that I've really enjoyed, and I've been driving
Oh,
since 8.
man.
So when
Well,
I
thank you.
actually get good people in the car, I actually have something for you.
Oh.
So turn that light back on. Okay, now look at the center headrest.
Center
See that
headrest.
brown strap?
Oh, yeah.
Loop
Yes.
that over and pull it up. It's a box with ice in it, so don't spill it.
Oh,
Go and open it up.
yes.
Guys, 1 minute sooner or later. So yeah, we
It's our
wouldn't know each other. This conversation wouldn't have happened, and you know who knows what it would have been. But I appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys. So
appreciate you
let me
too.
start you off right.
Oh, whoop whoop. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Love you some fireballs.
Interesting.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Sometimes that cooler doesn't get opened all day.
Oh,
Sometimes
yeah, I wouldn't
it's
blame
like
you.
10 times a day. You know, coming from a control freak 4 years ago, I like that there's a lot about this job I can't control. I just gotta roll with it. What's that? What'd you say?
No, I love that you said this. Like, you got to be the vibe that like you want. Like,
Yeah.
be the vibe that you
Mhm.
want to like put out there. Because I feel like that's so important. Like, people just expect things to magically happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want good vibes, you have to start with yourself.
Yeah, and it's definitely, you know, I appreciate the, you know, hundreds of Uber passengers that have made me who I am, because I mean you can't, this isn't like something that you can plan.
No.
Yeah, I really tried in the beginning to like figure out getting people to talk, and like if I say this, like they weren't people, like I didn't realize that I was coming from it from a selfish standpoint,
Right.
you know. And then, you know, when people were in the car, like it took work in the beginning where I'm like, okay, if I was interested in this person, what would I think about? So I'd have to like manually do it. Now it is so like this did take work. I watched a shit ton of YouTube videos of people like vibing and like being like, how did they, you know, it took a lot of work from like
That's
the
really
robot
great.
that I used to be.
Yeah.
But now it's like,
And you won't please everybody either. I mean, it doesn't
No.
matter how great you are. You're not going to
no.
please
But the
everyone.
thing is, like, there would be no such thing as sunny days if it didn't rain every once in
Yeah,
a while.
that's-
So
Well,
you,
yeah,
you need
exactly.
that contrast.
Thank
you so much,
Guys,
man.
awesome meeting you.
Appreciate you.
Have a safe night. Good night.
Keep doing
Make sure
what
you got
do.
phones, all your
We
wallets.
have phones. Here's your lights.
Thank you, Carmelo.
You're welcome. Have a good one, guys.
Thank you.